Welcome back. Today we're doing the 2025 Gorge Challenge SUP downwind foil race. After a quick competitors meeting, we loaded up the van and headed to Viento.
Thanks, Ed. Are you guys taking this car back?
The wind felt like it was pretty decent to start, and we assumed the bumps were going to grow the whole way.
Look at that view.
Couldn't be a more picturesque race start location. There was a rolling start, so if you could time it well, you could get up on foil and pump across the start line as they changed the flag. I thought there would be some kind of horn, but it was just a flag system. It was crazy how quickly the lead pack disappeared into the horizon.
Race day with the boys.
The bump started off pretty decent. I was on the Unifoil Evolution 175, and I was able to flow with the bumps pretty well. At first, I was trying to pump over them and attack, but I wasn't going any faster, so I calmed down and just cruised, and I was able to make some ground on some people. As we made it toward Tunnel 4, the bumps were still pretty fun, and we assumed they would just get better as we went through Swell City and the Hatch. But we were wrong. The bumps just kept getting smaller and smaller. And once we passed the basement, it really flattened out. I pumped as far as I could until I just made a mistake.
It's firing!
Ed was on like a 900 KT foil, so he was working hard the whole time. I've never successfully done a flat water start, but this was as close as I've ever come. I was grinding, but I just couldn't break free.
Yeah!
After that attempt, I just laid on my board and paddled all the way in.
Oh my God.
Ed was able to flat water start it and pump out ahead of me. By this point, the wing foilers, who started 30 minutes after me, and the downwind SUP paddlers were passing me. It was brutal, but it was so fun to see all the foilers there and hang out in the grass. And they had 2 7-mile races, and the second one definitely had a lot more wind. I wasn't doing the second race, so I decided to throw up the drone and see what the top riders looked like. This is the lead pack in the second race. Here we have Thompson. It was cool to see their technique. They hammer it out for a couple quick pumps and let it glide. This is Finn Spencer and Kane de Wilde. Kai stayed on the Washington side of the river, and Kane and Finn were on the Oregon side as they passed Drano Lake. Kai ended up being the overall winner, with Finn Spencer coming in second and Kane de Wilde coming in third. was pretty cool to see these guys hammer it out. It looked a lot different than my race. Ha 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 ha. It was Saturday and the hatch was pretty busy, so we headed out to Rufus. It was flat up by the silo, but down at the rock pile the wind was blowing and the bumps looked fun. So for the rest of the day we ran the rock pile to the boat ramp. The bumps were stacking up nicely and my Unifoil Evolution 175 was feeling good. Adam was riding the Evolution 205 and Christian was on the Progression 200. The wind started to lay down on our last run, so we had these nice clean bumps. It was much harder to paddle up with the current rushing and no whitecaps, but once you were up on foil, it was so quiet and smooth. I had a hilarious experience on the run before this. We all paddled out at the same time and we planned on popping up together to get some drone clips. But I was struggling. They popped up and away they went. I kept trying to pop up, but no matter how good the bump was, I couldn't get the release. Finally, after 15 minutes of failed attempts, I fell and my board floated away from me. It was then that I realized I never put on my ankle leash, and I had it wrapped around my mast the whole time. Full rookie move. With the leash on my ankle, I popped right up, and I met the crew at the end. Big shout out to Jason for this killer drone footage. That was another fun day out here on the water in the Pacific Northwest. Thanks for watching.